poultry industry is evolving rapidly. Producers face the dual challenge of improving bird health and productivity while reducing reliance on medicated feeds. As global demand for clean antibiotic-free poultry grows, innovative nutritional solutions are more important than ever. In this video, Poultry World speaks with Dr. Paul Siegel at the Virginia Tech University and Winston Samuels, CEO of Maxx Performance, about the challenges the poultry industry is facing and the opportunities offered by microencapsulated solutions.
I think that perhaps the main challenges are that the environment is changing more than the biology of the bird. We're seeing rapid changes with increased temperature, water shortages, and general climatic conditions are moving very, very rapidly. In poultry, great advances were made after World War II in the last 70 years. You can't keep making such changes so rapidly without biology putting part of the brakes on it. Parts of the solutions will have to come about where we adapt to the animal rather than the animal adapting to us. We've been able to make these rapid changes because genetics is a 20th century science. And when something is relatively new and the changes and the techniques are coming, you can make rapid changes, but it can't be exponential all the time. There's always the interplay between the environment and the animal. There's a thing where resistance comes over time. So the animal will be adapting to its environment. The environment will be changing. So there's the interplay that's going on. Right now, the environmental changes are occurring more rapidly than those within the poultry house because they are the structures that are built and the animal is within those buildings. If you go to free range, then you really don't have that great flexibility because you're not modifying the environment. The environment is changing and you can't change the environment. They are rapidly utilized. And by being rapidly utilized, you're going contrary to what is going on from the chicken, which emerged during the Neolithic period from the jungle fowl. It was eating berries, fruits, and aspects. Then we went to mash feeding, we went to pelleting, we went to that. So the biology, still a chicken is still a chicken. And so with the aspects of a slower release, it's just going back to when we didn't have feed mills and factors like that.
They are able to deliver the ingredients exactly where they are required and exactly where they're needed to be released by enzymatic activity into the lower gut, where the animals can better utilize their nutrients. What we have seen is, for example, with slow-release organic acid blends, which includes different acids and so forth, a 33% increase in average daily gain and a 6% improvement in feed conversion. That is huge for any poultry producer. Thermal stability is a key. For example, with enzymes and so forth, especially during the hot areas of summer and the like, we know enzymes allow the animal to better digest its feed. That is, we're able now to protect the enzymes so that it can be used in steam pelleting and so forth. For example, we have data that shows a 94% recovery after steam pelleting of an enzyme. And then also, again, by releasing into the lower gut, again, by protecting that active, the animal is able to utilize this nutrient more efficiently, which gives you better feed conversion, better feed efficiency.
What happens is the feed passage is quite rapid. You have the crop, and that's where the food is stored. Now it'll be released in the hindgut. This is then where it's covered and still prepared so that the breakdown can be more easily done.
You're talking about a 33% improvement in feed efficiency and a 6% improvement in feed conversion. We also have studies that demonstrated a 67% improvement in broiler health. That is, compared to animals that were fed uncoated organic acid compounds that were not controlled release. This was studies from Brazil that showed a direct input of these organic acids in the ileum and the jejunum of these animals, which also showed increase in villi height, meaning better absorption capacity, which translates again into higher feed conversion, better feed efficiency.